7:50, 10 away from the top of the hour with a health alert. A new study finds some of the most common cold and allergy meds that we take are linked to shrinking in the brain and Alzheimer's.
So chances are you've probably bought some of these medicines before. They may even still be in your medicine cabinet at home this morning. Channel 4's Ashley Harding looked into this and spoke to a local doctor. Ashley, which medicines are they talking about?
Well, there's quite a few. This includes Umisum, Dimetapp, and the most widely known is probably Benadryl. These medicines fall under a particular type of medical class, and according to researchers, this reinforces the notion that these types of medicines can be linked to brain damage. It's something to think about the next time you go shopping. Allergens in the air might be making you miserable right about now.
Especially being in Florida, we have a lot that blooms, so all the different trees and flowers.
Or maybe you've got a cold. Whatever the case may be, there's a pill for it. Many of them can be found right over the counter. But what if we were to tell you new research from Indiana University finds some of these medicines may affect your brain over time?
It's definitely something I would want to look more into and research, and interested to see what the studies are.
This study finds there's a link between some of these meds and cognitive impairment. These are medicines considered to be anticholinergic. That term might not mean anything to you, but you've certainly heard of some of them, like Benadryl, Demerol, Dramamine, Unisum, and Dimetapp, plus several others. Dr. Sunil Joshi is an allergist in our area, and he explains how the components found in these types of medicines can decrease the brain metabolism. Over time, that can lead to memory loss, or worse.
It decreases the metabolic activity of the brain. So it's like anything else. The brain is a muscle. So if you're decreasing the use of that muscle, then it shrinks some. And so the size of the brain, some researchers believe that that is linked to Alzheimer's.
The elderly can be especially vulnerable. Researchers now encourage them not to take these types of medicines. But as always, no matter what the problem is, whether it's allergies or colds, it's always best to take your doctor's advice before you take anything over the counter. Good advice Katie Tag plans to use for her family.
Do your research and definitely look into what you're taking and check up on the studies.
I also asked Dr. Joshi which medicines he would suggest to use in lieu of the ones we talked about. He suggested Claritin, Allegra, or Zyrtec, but he also mentioned anything you take over the counter, you must always ask your doctor first. I'm Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.